As we get set to drop the puck here in the first period, the puck pushed to the Seattle blue line for Hartman. Banking at the left boards to center ice to Pilling. Jammed at the Seattle bench. Comes back in the Seattle zone off a high stick. Who will touch it first? T-Bird's going to let, I should say the Royals are going to let the T-Birds touch it because they were the ones who high stick the puck. T-Birds trying to play it up the left boards out of the zone. Held at the point by the Royals. Wilson will spin it down the right wing and chased behind the net for Reshny. He's battling Hartman. He'll go blue line. Bearhoff shot to traffic on net, kicked out by Ratzlaff, and Martirano with the pocket center ice for Pilling. He'll flick the puck onside. Seattle going for their first change of the game. Royals have it, coming out of their own zone to center ice. Wilson to the neutral zone, get to the red line than any other team in the WHL. But they've killed off quite a few recently as the Royals force the puck out to center ice. Kipke has to go back and get it, harassed by Coots in front of the bench. Royals get the puck and look to take off the other way to center ice. Rolling back in his own zone. Isagai gets the drop pass on his stick and plays it onside on the near wing boards. Tip free. Gallant reaching back to play it. Goes to the blue line, and Kipke shot across the left to right in the against. They steal the puck, and they send Charco the other way. Kipke's back. Charco's onside by himself. Gets stripped of the puck at the top of the zone, and the Cougars take off to center ice. T-Birds have killed off their last 11 times. They've been short-handed, and they pick up a loose puck behind their own net on the stick of Mertka. Now a penalty coming on the Cougars, so Mertka just dumps it down ice. I think he realized that the arm was up. Landon Young will work it up ahead for Reshny at the Victoria blue line. Chip to center ice, stolen there by the T-Birds. Parmar knocked it down. Popple trying to keep the puck out of the Seattle zone with Cumby sweeping it back to Popple. And he'll work it to Parmar's stick. He'll cut through center ice, knocked off his stick by Reshny, picked up by Trembecky, trying to feed in front. Cross-ice feed attempted by Isagai, was looking to the back door for Reshny, broken up by Seattle. Reshny down low, hammered against the wall by Popple. The puck still loose, and the T-Birds dump it to their own blue line, but not out. Held in by the Cougars. Miskey to Kipke. Kipke in the high slot, looking for a shooting lane. He'll send it left to right. Miskey crisscrossing, comes to the near wall, cycle it down low for Isagai. Isagai, drive it behind the T-Bird net. Hakala getting to it, knocked away by Trembecky. Isagai tried to dump it on net, knocked aside by Cumby before it got on goal. He'll find Parmar's stick. Parmar to center ice. He'll flip the puck in. T-Birds will change up behind the play. So will the Cougars, or the Royals. When you play one team 3 in a row, you get Cougars on your brain. Here comes Victoria, stretch pass to center ice, broken up by Mertka above the Seattle blue line. Tipped in by Trembecky. Bouncing behind the T-Bird net, Rats his own blue line. Left to right to Wilson. A headman feed for Reshny. Couldn't handle the puck as he got to the Seattle line. Cumby will play it. Left to right in the Seattle zone, Popple. A headman feed stolen by the Royals and getting 5-on-4. As the puck dropped at the circle, jammed by Mertka, kicked free to the corner, bounces off the side of the net. Hartman knocked it down. Lazowski will sweep it back up top at the point. Kipke goes across, gets it back on his stick at the top of the zone. Fires a shot on goal. Pad save made by Ratzlaff. Back up top, it goes to Kipke's stick. Almost fumbled it out, got it to Isagai. Drop it back to Kipke, feed it left circle. Shot on net, tipped away on that chance by Trembecky. Jammed to the wall, and Coots intercepts. Looking to break up ice, Loveson. Coots just dumps it in. Krause will play it behind his own net. Loveson steals the puck, comes around for the wraparound, and he... Charco, a one-man band here on the penalty kill for Seattle. T-Birds have just about killed off the first half of the Royals' third power play. Here's Boehm on side left wing, drives it in front. Backhanded tip at the near post, side by Moore. Up, puck still sitting in skates, comes back to the point. Kipke, he'll work it. Trembecky, back to Kipke up top, looking for Isagai on the near wall. Isagai takes it down low, now reverse it back up top to Kipke. Across left circle, Trembecky. Work it back to Kipke at the blue line. Shot deflects over to the stick of Trembecky and kicks up the wall. T-Birds can't jam it out, held in at the point, dumped to the corner. Gallant trying to keep it tied up. 30 on the power play. Royals work it back top of the zone. Trembecky goes blue line, stolen by Seattle. Here comes Coots the other way, short-handed, breaks in, gets hooked, shot off the pad, no penalty. The play goes on. Royals get the puck. T-Birds almost had their second short-handed goal of the period. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Mays. Victoria onside Isagai, trying to drive on net, tipped on goal. Nice save, rebound shot, falling down as Ratzlaff. The shot was blocked. Mays ready to come out of the box. He joins the play. T-Bird 3 for 3 in the penalty kill. He's the guy shot on net. That one tipped up off the glass. Played on the near boards. Blue line shot tipped off at T-Bird again. Picked up by Lazowski. Seattle Thunderbirds. Off the face-off, the Royals. Kipke. Work it down the left wing boards into the Seattle zone. Ratzlaff behind his own net to play it. Flicked it to the far dashers. Knocked down by Reshny. Fed it to Isegai. His shot high off the glass. Kicks back to Kipke. Couldn't hold the line. Work it back to center ice with 9 seconds on the clock. Isegai trying to work it back on side right wing. Looking to drive the net. Broken up by Hartman. Chipped back up top. Royal shot on net. That one tipped away in front. And that'll do it. Down to 15th. We're underway. Period 2. T-Birds have it at their own blue line. Merchant will chip it up the right board. Looking for his captain, Coots, but it's knocked down by Victoria. Verhoff will work it up ice. Tipped into the Seattle line at Pilling's stick along the near boards. He'll feed it across left to right to Merca. His cross-ice feet hit a stick and kicked an assist on that shorthanded goal, but certainly had a hand in helping set it up on the face-off. And the T-Birds trying to jam it up the wall. Held at the line by Verhoff. He'll go right to left to Wilson. He'll fire to the net. Knocked off the traffic in front. Back along the near boards. Played behind the net by Reshny. He'll work it right side. Pressured there by Hartman. T-Birds get it to center ice from the neutral zone. And taken down at the blue line was Martirana. And this is going to be a onside right wing Lazowski. Fed it to the high slot for Trembecky. He'll work it down low on the wall. Back it comes blue line. Isegai has the puck. Skating down the left wing boards. Trying to feed it in front for Lazowski. Broken up. Back to the line held by Kipke. Shot tipped in front. Knocked aside by Seattle. Bouncing puck loose. Royals work it back up top to Kipke. He'll come across to Reshny along the near boards. He'll work it down low on the wall. Try to give and go with Trembecky. Trembecky has it. Blue line for Kipke. Back to Trembecky. Skates to the circle. Down low to Reshny. Reshny across ice. Feet hit a stick. Knocked away by Seattle. Unable to get the puck up. The shot went high as Charco got a piece of it but couldn't clear the zone. Kept in by Reshny along the near boards. He'll get it across left circle. A shot in front. Tipped away again by the T-Birds, and this time they'll clear it down ice. 2:30 to go on the looking for the trailer. Isegai, a headman feed to Reshny on side left wing boards. Reshny gets it back at the circle. Takes it behind the T-Bird net. Coming around the near boards. Knocked off his stick. Finds it back on the wall. Goes blue line. Skating right to left. Feeds it to Kipke. His shot to traffic blocked by Seattle. Back up top to Reshny. Feed it back to Kipke. Snap his shot blocked again by Seattle, and Loveson will use the glass to get it to the line. Not out. Held in by Trembecky. And it kicks out to center ice off Reshny. 30 seconds remaining on the Royals power play. 13:46 to go in the period. Back on side, Trembecky. Dump it behind the T-Bird net. Cumbie gets position on Lazowski. Gets the puck over to Loveson, out to center ice, feeds it ahead. Charco's onside, throws a puck on the goaltender. It's knocked off the blocker. Zone Hartman will play it behind his own net. Harassed as he works the puck up the high slot. Drives it to center ice, poke it ahead. Pilling, working on side left wing. Chased behind the net, goaltender Krause out of his net to play it. Martirana gets a stick to it, dumped it down low on the wall. Coots trying to center it, blocked. Miskey behind his own net. Harassed there by Martirana, just dumps it to center ice. T-Birds work it back on side. Down the right wing boards, Dunn fires his shot short side, trying to go off the shoulder. It kicks out the center ice to Reshny. He'll bring it across the Seattle line, trying to go right to left on Popple. Popple sends him to the corner. Back up top, it goes to Kipke. Left to right to Miskey. Miskey shot deflected out in front. Race to the puck, won by Reshny. Goes blue line. Cross to Miskey. Working in front. Tipped on goal. Save made. Rebound. Another block in front by Seattle. Dumped on net. Another save made by Seattle off the pads of Ratzlaff and flipped down ice by Pilling. And one. Period 2 here at the Accesso Shore Center. The puck loose at the circle. It's taken out of the zone by Seattle. Gallant. A headman feed to Coots. Onside left wing. Looking for the trailer. Gets tied up at the line. And Pilling late getting there to keep the puck on side. T-Birds will dump it, tag up, but Young will play it for Victoria. Knocked down by Martirana. Takes a shot on it. Pads it. Rebound. Pilling. Goal. He doesn't take the shot. He sent it across to the far wall. T-Birds getting too cute. From the point, the shot blocked off that chance by Gallant. Kept in by Coots. Fed it in front. Intercepted by Young. He'll clear to center ice. Dumped back in by Seattle. That's a couple of times in the game. One back in the first period. Now they're here in the second where the T-Birds overpass the puck. Here's Reshny to center ice. Skate into the Seattle zone. Jammed on the wall by Pekash. Cleared by Bawa. Out to center ice for Riley. From the red line, he'll fire the puck in. It kicks to the front of the net. A jam on net by Bala, and he can't get the shot off. Tied up from the trailing Trembecky. Here come the Royals back on side with the puck. Isagai, short side shot knocked away at the right post by Ratzlaff. Blue line, Miski. Traffic in front, a high shot deflected off the glass. Coming off the blue line is Kipke. Work it off the referee down low. Bouncing behind the T-Bird net, trying to work that loose. Picasse rimmed around, but Miski there to hold the right boards. Work it down low on the wall for Reshny. He'll get it to Burlock, try to center it. Knocked down by the T-Birds' Bawa. Papa will chip it up. Shoved out to center ice by Parmar. Trying to bring the puck on side for Bawa. But the T-Birds are in ahead of the Doria zone. Young back to get it. Pilling trying to pressure him. Fryer. Work it up to center ice for Isagai. He'll come from the neutral zone on the right wing. Skates in, tied up by Dunn, tying him up. Isagai in front to Reshny. His shot goes far side corner. And the T-Birds look to work it out to center ice. Play through the neutral zone, Dunn. Onside, trying to get through traffic. It's dumped by Verhoff. Reshny finds the puck. Dish it down the near wall. Played to center ice by Fryer. Cumbie will play it along the near boards on the neutral zone. Picked up by Loveson. He'll skate his way in. He'll fire one on net. Gloved at the top of the crease. And having to hold the puck is Chris. Can they make it 16? Royals in the faceoff lose the puck out to center ice. Here's Loveson. Skates shorthanded back in the first period. Breaks in. Works it down the wall. Gets knocked up against the board. Stays with the puck. Trying to jam it up against the Dashers. Finally, Kipke flipped it toward his net. Got it to Reshny behind the Victoria goal. Reshny will skate his way to center ice. Pressured by Dunn. Dumped it back to his own blue line. Dunn gets to the puck first for Seattle. Got a man coming with him. Charco. Dunn fires his shot. That one kicked off of traffic. Worked by Charco, trying to turn and shoot on net. Didn't get enough on the shot. Kipke takes it behind his own net. Kipke reverses direction, now finds Isagai. He'll skate through center ice. Onside, right wing boards. Lazowski back to Isagai on the near boards. Blue line to Kipke. Right to left. Shot on net. That one tipped behind the Seattle goal, and that chance by Trembecky. Royals work it back up top to Kipke. He'll skate it right to left. Now feed Reshny the puck. Trying to get through the near circle. Left it on the half wall. Back up top to Kipke. Shot to traffic. Kicked out in front. Dumped to the corner. Cumbie swatting at the puck. Royals get it back up top to Kipke at the line. Fake the shot. Feed it over to Isagai. Try to dump it in front. He does. Shot save made and held by Rats. Ready to drop the puck and underway here in period 3 as Hartman will play at the Seattle blue line. Chip it forward for Pilling. Try to flick it in. Deflects back to him. He'll dump it onside. The Royals quickly clear it out. It's flipped into the Seattle zone. Ratzlaff behind his own net to sweep it out the far wall off the glass. It bounces to Coots. Shoved to center ice. Martirana, Murtka. He'll work it up ice, dump it in. Krause behind his own net, couldn't get a stick to it. Verhoff trying to work it out the far wall. Takes a big hit in the corner. Teepers knock it down at the top of the zone with it. Given away by Hartman and picked up by Coots on the wing. He'll throw it down below the goal line. Martirana. Work it back up to Hartman at the left point. Left to right. Murtka. Shot to traffic and a stick went wide. Martirana will chase it back down low. Try to work it back to the top of the zone. Intercepted by Reshny, and a great job by Martirana to strip him off the puck at center ice. Murtka finds the puck and dumps it in. Royals quickly back the other way. Trembecky gains the line. Working off to his left. Isagai fires his shot in the glove and held. The rain doesn't stop anybody. Here's Wilson for the Royals. Left wing for Isagai. Knocked away by Murtka. Flip it behind his own net. Knocked down by Reshny. Centering pass to the doorstep. Came all the way back out to the blue line. Wilson will keep it on side. Dump it behind the Teeper net. Coots chases it for Seattle. Shove it ahead to the wall. Comes out the boards. Isagai. Tied up by Murtka. Isagai jammed in the skates. Dug out by Coots. Coots works it over to his right for Martirana. Look to put it to center ice to Pilling. He'll flip a backhander in the glove of Verhoff, who worked it back the other way. Racing back to his own blue line is Hartman. Being harassed by Trembecky, chipped it out to center ice. Martirana deflects into the Seattle bench's face-off circle. A lot of movement early, but play continues. Blue line, Kipke has it, left point. Working down the left wing boards for Isagai. Put it to Reshny behind the net. Back on the near wall. A race to loose puck. Loveson trying to jam it out. Kept in by Kipke at the point. Work it to his right. Trembecky to Reshny. Back up top, Kipke. Right to left to Isagai. Shot on net off the glove, knocked to the corner by Ratzlaff. Dumped behind the net, out the far wall. Reshny, a rolling puck off his stick. Gets it back up top at the line to Kipke. Kick it down low on the wall for Trembecky. Loses possession. Ratzlaff will dump it down ice, or I should say Murtka will dump it down ice. from behind the Seattle net. T-Birds will change up their penalty killers halfway through the third period. Power play in effect for the Royals. Onside Trembecky. Work it down low to Isagai. He'll come back up the left boards. Blue line to Kipke. Feed it across to Reshny in front. Tipped on goal by Lazowski. Save on a stretch pad. Make that one go to the corner rat's lap. T-Birds get it to center ice. Martirana breaking into the zone the other way with Charco. Dumped to the net. Knocked away at the near post by Krause. And the Royals get to it with under a minute to go on the 5-on-4. They'll change up their power. Trying to dig it out. Popple. Banged up behind the boards. Rolling puck done at the line for Seattle. Will skate it out to center ice. Get the puck as far as he can to center at the red line. Get the puck in. T-Birds will change behind the play. We're under 6 to go. T-Birds in the period. Outscored 2-0. And time winding down for Becky's shot. And he will score. And that may just close it out here tonight. As he takes the feed from Reshny and buries it inside the right post. His second of the game to make it a 4-1 Victoria lead. Trembecky broke the tie early in the period. Now makes it 4-1 with his 22nd of the season. Reshny will get an assist on that goal. Deflects toward the net. Krause out of his crease to play it behind his own goal. Played there by Fryer, looking to stretch it ahead to Isagai. He'll curl into the Seattle zone. Reshny had it knocked off his stick, gets it back, takes it back up top. Pressure by Mays off the puck, kept him by the Royals on the far wall. Trembecky worked around the near boards. Reshny will play it back up top. A quick shot blocked by Bauer. To the line, but not out. Gets a second chance to get it to Popple. He'll steer it to center ice to Mays. Mays gains the red line with help from Popple. They're onside. Popple looking to drive the net. Verhoff ties him up. Taken below the goal line. Bauer trying to get it back up top to Mays at the left point with a minute to go. Blue line Cumby. Work it down the near wall. Cumby trying to get the puck to the net. Got it down low to Bauer. Put it in front. No one gets a stick to it. Mays will work it back to the point. Shot